See what happens. Looks like Logic is back in the server. Things are looking pretty swell in this game right now.
Yeah, we should be going live any second. I can see kills in the server info, so we should be going live very soon. Once again, this is Map 1, which is Badlands, of the third place decider game of our 10 Premier here on TF Live AU. It's between Woo and Strat, and we should be going live any second. Why don't you take this first roll out once it gets going?
Once it gets going, I will. However, we still are not seeing players already up. We're seeing some of the Woo players tagging up with the Alliance tag. Bit of an interesting bit of shenanigans there. Don't exactly agree with that, but we'll have to see.
So I think one thing to really look at for this first rollout is just kind of what Rain and Cindy do for Woo, because I think that will dictate a lot of how the rollout goes for both teams really. I think if Rain doesn't get shut down like almost immediately by their team, then he's going to have like a really big impact, and then Cindy's just going to walk forward on the point with Scouts playing, you know, passive defending the rest of their team.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think especially even on Snakewater as well, because that kind of gets determined a lot by soldier bombs. It's just going to be how Strat deal with Rain's bombs on mid, because as soon as they turn away and look at Rain, if they don't deal with him, Cindy's just all over their face.
I can't believe I'm saying these words right now, but we are starting third place Premier game, Woo versus Truck. First rollout going underway right now. So let's have a look and see how it goes. Demo's getting there. I didn't see the demos actually. I probably should have looked at that. I think one's house and one's window. Some really aggressive bombs there from Blue. Blue have taken Red's train, but wow, Woo just mopping them up and killing them all. Really dominant play there. Brute kills himself. But yeah, I mean, wow, Strat tried to take Woo's train and they just got completely dominated there, really.
Yeah, definitely. I think a lot of that just came down to DM, I guess. Like, it seems like just Woo players really hit their shots and shot them down before they could do anything. And now they're going to be rolling last with Uber advantage, so let's see how Woo are going to do this and how Strat are going to try and defend. They do have a Pyro, so I guess they're expecting players to go top left, but no, they're jumping under. And wow, the Pyro's doing massive work at the moment. Wow. He's completely shut down this Uber. And yeah, just showing how powerful a Pyro on Badlands last with Uber disadvantage is. I mean, it completely nullified their Uber there.
Yeah, and Prime trying to be aggressive there at the end of the Uber, just trying to get behind the Med, and he wasn't able to kill him, so Truck have a one-player advantage here, and Uber advantage. They want to try to push out into lobby here. Their flank needs to be going pretty aggressively right now.
I think we should go on Homer's cam right now, because he's going to be wanting to lead this charge with Uber advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch him now. He's looking at lower right now. He's just peeking in, he sees Paulson there. Trying to walk up, he sees them all here. This would be a good time for aggressive Uber, but no. He's kind of getting back, and the Uber advantage is really dwindling now. They should be considering getting back, okay? He should now know that they're going to be abound. No, he's going to keep going with it. He goes drop down, he sees the trap there, so...
This could be a big misstep from Truck if they keep going here.
And they wow.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, and Cadius goes down. Really looking bad here for Truck Strat. Cinderella Man's got 3 kills. That's really gonna... Oh my god. Another one down. Two left at the last. Homer's not gonna be able to defend this when Truck just Uber on in. Oh, they've used Uber, but still. With the heavy there.
They have an offensive heavy, yeah, there's nothing they can do. I mean, that just really came down to one small mistake. They didn't really track Ubers quite well enough. I guess they thought they had a bigger advantage than they did. And yeah, it just resulted in a round for Woo, so 1-0 to Woo.
Yeah, and the heavy kind of defending out around Spire there, I mean, really just nailing the coffin, like there's not much they can do about that. But anyway, the new rollout, you can take this one, isn't it?
Alrighty, so Sydney's playing really defensive here, just sticking up the train, expecting them to take their side again. Wow, counter jump coming in from Paulson, and wow, a lot of kills coming out from Woo here. They're just getting completely cleaned up. I think maybe the players from Strat were split up a bit too much and not really focusing targets. Because yeah, they were all really low at the end of that, but wow, just like another complete roll for Woo. And they're going to be looking to push forward here already. So we're going to see the same thing as last round. Strat defending with Uber disadvantage. Maybe let's see if Logic can go ham again with Pyro, because he did so much work last time for them.
Yeah, for sure, but I don't. They're going in top right here. Really early rockets on Pez. He's got to be low there 31. He's got to go back into spawn. The Pyro kind of reflecting the super, but it's not going to do much. The Pyro goes down. They've got a heavy at top left. Just go either way. Fake trying to get in. Can't get the frag, but he goes down as well. Wow, looks like Truck are really cleaning this up. Pez being aggressive top left, and Homer could just go through lower. There's a trap there, but he wants to meet up with Cindy on Greybridge here. But wow, really nice defense there from Truck Strat.
Yeah, I really think that came down to the heavy. Like, a heavy defending post-Ubers on last is so powerful. If you don't kill the heavy with the Uber, then he's just going to do so much damage to the players that are invincible. Oh, scout behind on the medic. Wow, Prime gets the medic. That's really unlucky for Truck Strat. Now, we're just going to be looking to push back in here.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, when you have Uber advantage, I guess, the one thing that you really have to be looking out for is that there is going to be at least one aggressive player who comes from resub when you're pushing out from last, and they're going to try to either force your medic or kill him there. It looks like he did kill him there, so yeah, that kind of just sucks.
Logic tried to go for a bomb there. He knew that if he didn't get a force, and they'd be defending last with this out again, but he missed his second rocket, and yeah, looks like back to the same old situation again. They are forward holding, so that's good, but looks like Wolf actually busted in already.
And Paulson gets dropped by Colin. That's a huge mistake. They tried to Uber in from bottom left, and now Colin is back at Greybridge. They've done absolutely nothing with that Uber. Huge mistake there from Paulson, trying to walk in bottom left when they were forward holding. They should have just climbed up Spire and pushed last. Huge mistake there. And now Truck Strat are at last. They know that they've popped Uber, and they've got a full Uber advantage, and they're going to be ready to use this out. Sorry, 50%.
Okay, once again, I think we'll move over to Homer's camming and see what he can do with this advantage. They're just going to grind because they know that it's not advantage until they actually have Uber, so he's going to be looking to push out, maybe do the same thing again, try and go out drop down, and this time they have a bit more of an advantage, but it's dwindling away. Woo are grinding so hard, and it looks like they're not even going to try and use the advantage.
Yeah, wow. I don't know, I think that's like a bit of a mistake by Truck Strat. Like, maybe they didn't know that Colin popped there or something, but a definite mistake. He should have been earlier, just getting into upper lobby and going drop down or something, and it really cost them.
I really think maybe Truck are playing a bit afraid here, and that's always bad, because I mean, if you're not going to take advantages, then you can't really create anything for your team. If they keep playing this way and not pushing off advantages, even if they're small, like, they're going to have a really tough time trying to win.
Yeah, exactly. Cadis on sniper here, kind of peeking around. Just seeing what he can get done, really.
So now we're back to the old Samat. Wow, he headshots Paulson, that's really nice. And now, how's Homer going to try and use this? Looks like Homer's actually going to try and push in. Maybe a flank player should be making a move here now. But no, it looks like the flank from Truck doesn't actually do anything, so again, like, I feel like that's an opportunity missed. They really could have just gone for something, like a Soul could have just gone and died, and his death would have been completely meaningless.
Yeah, for sure. Well, again, they're back to this even Uber scenario. They're probably expecting... Oh no, sorry, I thought someone from Red died and suicided, but I guess... Oh, Rain suiciding in again! Who gets so low and he has to pop! Wow, huge mistake there. That's so bad for Truck. They get 2 frags, but if they don't pop Woo pretty soon, it's going to work out really poorly for them.
Yeah, there should be a scout trying to flank from somewhere. Oh no, Logic's in trash, but you know, he decides against...
Okay, this is bad. They shouldn't be being this scared. Now they've got even players again. Okay, just the forward hold, that's fine. It's good that they've set up this forward hold. And now Woo are pretty much already climbing up Spire.
Again, they're just playing a bit too scared. Like, there was nothing wrong with a flank player going to try and go for something there. Like, even if they did absolutely nothing, they only just spawned, and the spawns are so far away as well. And they already have disadvantage, so it's not like it's going to make it any worse, but I guess they're not going to go for it. So now we're back to the old same situation once again. It's just Truck defending last with Uber disadvantage.
Yeah, Homer should go behind point with this. They know they've Ubered in. He should go behind point with this medic. Yeah, that's a good idea. The Pyro's just forcing him out. They're going to get Uber pretty soon. Homer just needs to grind this Uber up. 90%. A player suicides point, and Cindy's got top right advantage. When Brute dies, if only Homer would have just grinded that Uber. He sat behind the point on 300, and when they're at 90%, he could have got that Uber. But wow, it doesn't matter. Logic, Pez, and Caddy is cleaning up the last point there. just jumping top right when Cindy was up there alone, or maybe just with Paulson, and yeah, just destroyed them. But I think that situation could have gone so much better for them if Homer could have just grinded that Uber and then jumped top right with Uber. Because Cindy was up there with Paulson and the Med alone, and he would have just destroyed them.
Now, we're just kind of brawling back to the point here. Like, they know that all of Truck players are low, so they can just push up and retake, and it's going to be really tough for Truck to defend.
Yeah.
Logic gets denied as soon as he tries to jump, and they just don't have any position on Spire, so...
I mean, yeah, again, looks like they're going to maybe set up a fort hold. They should kill this soldier. He's in so deep. What is he doing?
Yeah,
Paulson goes down. And Rain Suicide's last point, that's really good. That's a 2-player ad, both soldiers. They lose a scout, which isn't that good, but I think they should still try to push out, maybe get their roamer up on Spire with the pain train or something. I mean, the enemy team is 2 soldiers down. That is the perfect time to try to fight Spire. Soldiers are so important around Spire.
They actually have Uber advantage as well. I don't know if they realised or not, but it looks like they're not going to be able to do anything. And now we finally see some off-classing from the attacking team. Rain has gone Spire, so let's see what he does here. And it's going to be interesting to see if Truck Strat actually expect.
I certainly hope they do. I think this is a really obvious thing for Rain to do, and it should just be really obvious that he's going to go Spy here. Like when he suicided last, yep. Bruce sees him, and he's going to be useless from this point on. Just, yep. Oh, what?
Wow.
He kills Soul. What the hell? Soul getting absolutely destroyed there, and now he's just sitting at bottom left. He's still just sitting down here doing absolutely nothing. Disguised as Soul, but they know he's there, and now he's just going to get back.
I really feel like Wu should have pushed as soon as they killed that scout. See, now they're coming in and trading Wu, but that player, like Soul respawn, and Rain is on Spire, so it's going to be tough to defend, to attack for Wu. I mean, they just seem to be getting killed. Cindy looks like he's doing a lot of work and just putting out so much damage. Yeah. They get on the...
So Logic, Cadius, and Soul died. Logic and Cadius, sorry, died to Cindy, I think, maybe at top left, and then Soul died as well to another player. So just in the midst of those Ubers, again, they're flank dying, as we talked about earlier. Just, you know, stuff like that, it just can't happen. Like, it's just going to destroy their push if post Uber they're 1, 2, or 3 players down.
Alright, so it looks like Truck are trying the same rollout again. They're trying to take their side. Homer jumps in, wow, they jump their Valve, they do a lot of damage, and now Truck are just going to try and push forward with their scout. Wow, Prime gets on the medic. That's really unfortunate. So now it's just a 2v3 situation, and I think Truck is going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, I don't know, I mean, it feels like maybe a little bit of DM, maybe some poorly timed bombs there from Logic and Paulson, but yeah, just getting absolutely romped on these rollouts. It's the third one where they've just been utterly destroyed. But Colin did go down, so again, we're going to be back to even Ubers. Neither team goes crits. Maybe a slight advantage to Wu, but probably not something they can use here.
It looks like they're trying to grind it really hard. I think they realised that Colin spawned or died much earlier than Brulix did. So they do have a slight advantage they might be able to use, but they're just trying to brawl at the moment.
But he has us mopping up all these players. Cinderella Man going down as well. And so they've got even Ubers here. They should just be ready to push mid. Cinderella Man's down. They're playing so scared. Press tab. See that Cinderella Man's dead. You have a damage advantage going into mid regardless of whether or not he's got a forward spawn. Wow. Really just so bad there. They just needed to push. I have no idea why they didn't.
Maybe I think they might have been scared of the forward spawns. If they went right away, I think it would have been fine. Oh wow, a nice shot by Cadius. See, this is what we were talking about before. I think in a lot of situations, Cadius could be a big advantage for Truck, but they need to capitalize on the advantages that he creates for their team. They can't just play scared like this. Wow, really nice shot on Rain there.
Wow. Yeah,
wow.
Logic bombed in. Cadius gets Prime as well. Soul suicides for the map, but doesn't force it.
Jesus, wow. Cadius is absolutely going nuts right now.
I'm left speechless. That was incredible. Like Cadius absolutely carrying them there, getting so many frags. This is like this is Sheep here kind of just changing the game on Sniper, absolutely and utterly. In any situation, he just comes in and he's just headshotting the entirety of the enemy team. There's nothing else to say about that. So really nice play there by Cadius, just killed everyone basically.
Absolutely. So now, yeah, Truck's trying to get in core position on Spire. They should be able to completely deny Wood. Maybe Rain will try and go for something. I can't see him at the moment. No, he's back at spawn. So we're just going to be forward holding here, and hopefully Truck Strat Yeah, they're smart enough. They know they're holding forward and they've climbed. But maybe they're going to try and take top right. And there is a sticky trap, but Homer spots it straight away. So how are they going to use this Uber advantage? Let's see. Any off classes? Okay, Primer's on the Pyro, and they're going to take Demo Scout in, but yeah, see, Primer's doing so much work, and actually no, Homer jumps in from under. That's a really nice play by him. So now they just should take the height advantage and just try and out damage them.
Yeah, Homer kind of wasted his rockets a little bit early before he walked in lower. And although Pez had some stuff like stickies on the point, he kind of walked into them and died to Cindy's trap as well. So, I mean, yeah, after they killed that Pyro, maybe they could have slowed it down and tried to repush or something before Colin got Uber, but they went a little bit too quick. Homer kind of went in lower without any ammo loaded, and Pez and Brute walked in top left, but yeah, none of it really worked out in their favor.
I think one thing that played a big factor in that as well is that Cadius was still sniper with Uber advantage. It's just, unless you're hitting shots, like multiple headshots, then it's just really not worth it. It's so much better having a scout in that, because it just, in the end, it came down to just a DM fight, and Cadius didn't hit anything, so...
Force out here by Paulson. Paulson's going really aggressive with this, but he can't get anything done with the Uber. I'm not really sure how it got forced there, but nobody on Truck Strat died. They could even... Okay, they're just going to wait for Uber. Really, they should expect this aggressive bomb by Rain and just frag him, and expect the rest of the team to come around corner now. Hair's getting bounced away really hard. They don't have Uber yet, but they're going to get it soon. They're just brawling around corner here. Wow, just absolute rape. They should have expected a really aggressive bomb there, but I mean, I feel like that brawl around corner there, a lot of that just came down to DM. But it's still pretty even here. Pez and Cadius versus Prime and Paulson. Cadius kills Paulson. He wants to go really aggressive here, and Pez should be backing him up.
Prime is going to try and go for the demo here.
And yes, he gets him, as well as the scout. Nice play there by Prime, just fragging both of them up. So, wow, yeah, Prime winning that situation for them.
I really feel like they probably should have expected him to go aggressive there, because there wasn't really anywhere that he could run without dying. So he would have just gone for the play since he's going to die anyway. And yeah, it just resulted in kills for him. So Prime played that situation well. And now back on last again. Looks like Truckstrat do have a slight Uber advantage. We'll see if they recognize it and actually push out on it this time.
Yeah, we'll have to see, but Cindy is trapping up lower door here, and they're just holding around a jump pad. They've got a slight Uber this side, but I really don't think, yeah, it will really come into effect. Caddy is sniping again. I mean, this could again have an effect when they walk into upper. Maybe he can get a frag or something, but I mean, other than that, this is a situation that we're pretty familiar with, and we're back to it again.
Yeah, no off classes from Wu either, so I think we're probably going to be looking at like another suicide play maybe from Rain and Prime. That's what they did last time to get the 4, so they should be expecting that and seeing if they do that again.
No, they're going bottom right here. Walking in bottom right, but they get absolutely denied. Rain and Paulson tried to walk in bottom right there, and Paulson kind of shot himself with 100, so really just kind of got destroyed there. And he's getting destroyed by a little bit more spam. Cadius missing a shot at the top left. So Paulson going to go behind, back up battlements, and walk around back up to a top left reset.
I was going to take this stalemate to have a look at the logs, but unfortunately it looks like there's no logs for this first. Just going off the server info, it looks like Prime and Cinderella Man are leading in terms of frags with 14 and 13 apiece, and then it's actually all Truckstrat players, all on 11 and 10 frags. Okay, so Pez catches Rain, and no, another suicide again.
Wow, okay, so they've got 2 frags of this. They could be aggressive here. I'm going to watch the Homer cam and see what he does. The trap gets popped, so this is his cue to just start taking upper. Waits for the spam, that's smart. He's trying to take upper, he knows there's no trap here. Don't be so scared, just keep going at them. Expect the trap to be right there.
And now the flank should be really pushing here, like they're playing way too passive. They should be pushing out and getting on Spire right as this happens. But I mean, they're all sitting so far back and Trucks just can't do anything. Like, they need to be taking ground so there's a distraction for Homer, I guess, so the combo's just not focusing on spamming him because he was by far the most forward player for their team, and now it's just back on last again. Rain has gone Spire once again and Prime on heavy, so let's see if he gets spotted this time.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what Rain does here. This is kind of obvious. He's done it already once, and I think if Trucks try to smart, they're going to expect something similar to it again. And even though they expected it the first time, Soul kind of choking a few shots there. Rain coming into last here, trying to get behind point. He's trying to just juke Soul around, but he's going to try to maybe uncloak on the point. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
control point is being contested.
And we have a pause?
Pause. A crucial time.
Crucial time to pause it, wow. I mean, in game, this won't be the time that's paused. It's 90 seconds ahead, but I mean, let's try to get a look at what's going on here. Okay, so Rain is uncloaked on point. Okay, he's shot a shot. Cadius is there trying to stop it, and then we've got Cindy at lower spamming stickies up. Where's Paulson?
I think Sol, the scout who's fighting Rain, is probably going to die to Cindy's stickies. He's only in 67, so I think Rain and Sol are probably both going to die, and then depending on what the other players decide to do will determine what happens.
Yeah, I think Pez just needs to det his stickies, and then even if Sol dies, like Pez needs to det his stickies, put the stickies back up. Look how far back Prime, Paulson, and Colin are right now. And one thing, I'm not sure the Truck Strat know, but when they see that Prime is in fact playing heavy, I would say that it would be best for Cadius to just go back into spawn and then swap to scout, and then just like aggressively push out a scout, because they're one scout down on the flank, you know. Looks like the STV is gone.
We're getting word that the server actually crashed, so that's a bit unfortunate. Let's see if we can see what happens now.
It sucks. I'm just gonna try and figure out what the scores were. Okay, so even after the crash, it was 2-0. So it looks like that situation with Rain going on the point did not work, and it was still 2-0. So apparently they pushed out from second onto pushing mid, and then the server crashed. Okay, so that kind of sucks for Truck. They were in a bit of a better situation there, and it's back to a reset, back to a rollout, a gamble that they just did not want, especially when they're in such good shape, you know, probably pushing mid there before the server died. So, I mean, yeah, that just kind of sucks. I mean, hopefully maybe Truck can do something a bit different on this rollout.
I mean, both times they tried to take Wu's side of the point. I think maybe they should just try playing on the point and giving that a go instead, because obviously either time it just hasn't worked.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I think so far it's just Truck have been a bit too indecisive, just with their pushes with advantage. Like, they're not taking advantage of small things like a one-player advantage or a 20% Uber advantage that they could really use to turn the game in their favor, but they're just too afraid after losing a couple of rounds, and you just can't play afraid.
Yeah, just playing afraid is just such a bad thing. Thinking about the other players as anything other than, you know, what they are, just players, you know, just thinking, oh, what if we push here and they kill us or something, you know, it's just not the right way to think about it. And I feel like that is kind of how they're thinking about it. They're kind of maybe choking a little bit or whatever, and it's really affecting them, you know, when they've got an Uber advantage or something, or a player advantage. They need to just push out. They need to take a risk and take a fight when they have the advantage and hope that it works out for them. They can't just keep playing scared, because they're always going to be on the defense, and essentially they're just going to be playing Wu's game, and when you're playing the other team's game, you're inevitably going to be losing.
Well, of course, unless Cadius hits 4 headshots, so there's always that to look out for.
True. Let's just hope we can see a bit more of that. Looks like the server is changing level now, so hopefully we're going back to the game. Again, apologies for all these problems that we seem to be having with the STV and the stream and stuff. It kind of sucks. But not much you can do about these kind of technical problems, and when players are dropping out or the servers kind of crashing or whatever. It's just non-LAN games general, I guess.
Yeah, so this is still 2-0. It's the first map of the third place game for the R10 Premier, and it's between Wu and Truck Strat, with Wu 2-0 at the moment. Next map we will be going to is Snake Water, and I think rollouts for that are really going to be a strength that Wu have as well. They're heavy class players just bombing in and doing so much damage. It's going to be really hard for Truck to do anything unless they counter with their own aggression. I really feel like Snakewater is the kind of map where you have to be more aggressive in order to win. Because if you just try and play passive and try and shut down those players, those bombers, even if you kill them, are still going to do a lot of damage. And I mean, the demo can just walk across the point, scouts walk across the point, and just clean you up when you're in a bad position and you're hurt, and there's just nothing you can do except die. So hopefully we'll see some of that. But it looks like we are back onto Badlands, and within people will be joining back up soon.
Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, I think, yeah, we definitely need, Truck definitely, if they want to start winning this game, they need to A, start changing up their mids, start doing something different, and B, they need to stop being afraid when they get an advantage and start pushing with them. Like, if they just change those two things, I think they can definitely be much more effective and tie the game up or win it, so. Still, not getting players in the server yet, which
It looks
sucks.
like we do have 12 in the server info now, so hopefully we should be going live again somewhat.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what do you think we need? Sorry, not Woo. What do you think Truck Strat need to do on this mid to counter what Woo is doing and to obviously get a better rollout? What would you do?
I'm not really sure. I mean, they keep going their train and they're getting kind of denied. Well, I would try to maybe just play point with your pocket, and then I'm just depending on what Woo do, change up what your Roma / Scout are doing. So if we were kind of going up your maintenance, maybe I would counter bomb your Roma as well as your pocket onto your train or something like that. But if they just kind of playing it normal, then yeah, I would just bomb the Roma, your pocket kind of onto point and just fight there, and then send your Roma and your Scout probably to their mate, just to try to frag, whoever's around there. And yeah, something like that. I mean, the whole maintenance thing that they're doing, I think they're just kind of getting denied, like a bit destroyed. Maybe we were just kind of jumping their soldiers effectively, or something like that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea for a rollout. I mean, our team has done it ourselves, but I think it's just maybe they haven't practiced it enough, or it's lacking in a bit of the timing or execution, and we were just taking advantage of that, and yeah, obviously been really crushing them on mid so far.
Looks like one team has readied up. I've heard the noise, so we're just going to be waiting on the other one. But yeah, I mean, couple of players having a pretty good game. Cinderella Man and Rain, as expected, the kind of power players, I guess, for Woo, the ones that are kind of making things happen and providing openings for the team to do what they need to. I think yeah, that spy play behind point there was a bit strange, but I guess they ended up making it work. And it looks like the GLHF has gone out. No, sorry, they're changing the time limit back to 10, so this is still the first half after a server dropout, but we're back here. First rollout after the dropout, with 10 minutes and 15 seconds on the scores here, sorry, on the time limit. We have a new rollout going here, and I'm gonna let you take it, Carl.
Alright, so it looks like Red Demo Cindy is going normal, both demos going normal, and Scout pushing across the point. Primer's alone, trying to fight a lot of truck players, and yeah, they just went point this time. Wow. Soldiers for Woo really going huge there though. A double bomb, and they just mopped up the entire players. Like, look, Rain got 4 kills on that rollout. Like,
yeah,
the soldiers really are just doing so much work for Woo right now on these rollouts.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Truck tried to go house with that rollout, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure I saw both of their soldiers go house. And they bombed both soldiers kind of from around their house / valley across point. And yeah, the scouts kind of on Truck got a little bit distracted maybe, and they spent a little bit too much time on the other aggressive players, and they kind of got mixed up on what they were trying to get done with that rollout. Some players kind of offensive and the other ones trying to be aggressive, and when you kind of don't have a singular goal with a rollout kind of like that, then it can really yeah, affect things negatively. So it looks like we either have a pause now or a
another server
crash,
yeah, I think it is just a pause, hopefully. So yeah, it looks like it's just going to be another even situation on last, assuming the server didn't actually crash. Neither medics went crits, so just your stock standard stalemate once again. No off classes from Wu either. It's a bit surprising. I think if I was in their position, maybe I would have one of the players run back and go a U-turn, just because it's a start of a new rollout. I don't think anyone died. Maybe one player died.
I have word now that the server has in fact crashed. So again, a server crash. Kind of a shame, really. The Infinite servers are. If this is in fact Infinite, yeah, Brute just definitely not happy about this, and I wouldn't be either. I mean, this is really kind of messing with their chances. They're trying to just play a game, and the servers are kind of crashing intermittently, so there's not much that they can do about it.
Yeah, based on the server info, it looks like this is actually a Game is UN server as well, so maybe some problems with both server hosts. Do you know if the first one was an Infinite server? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't really remember, but I mean,
are you able to find out if Wu actually did get this round or not?
Yeah, I can talk now.
This is just yeah, really unfortunate. Apologies to everyone watching right now. Just technical issues. We can't really do anything about it, unfortunately. Hopefully, we get it sorted out soon because yeah, this will be a really good game once we get into it.
Okay, so apparently Wu did not win that round. Apparently, Truck killed Wu's medic and had 70% Uber ad, and they capped Spire, pushing mid with 70% Uber ad, and the server crashed again. So again, you know, things looking up for Truck, and the server just crashing. It's just bad luck left and right. There's not much that they can do about something like that.
And hopefully they don't feel too down about that as well, because I think that kind of thing, once your team starts getting momentum, having something like a server crash, when it looks like things are getting better for your team, it can be really demotivating. So I hope they keep positive, because I think a lot of the time they do have a good chance in this map. Even though they are losing rollouts quite badly, they are doing some good things in phase play, and they have been able to retake Spire a few times. So hopefully, once they start figuring out what's going wrong, they'll be able to put up a better fight.
Yeah, for sure. So we're just kind of waiting here. I mean, I'm not really sure what they're planning on doing now. Maybe they're going to move to a... Okay, it looks like they are just going to book a new server here, and just hope that that one doesn't crash. Maybe swap to whatever the opposite of what they were on is. So if they were on Gamers United, hopefully swap to Infinite and vice versa. But yeah, I mean, the game itself seemed pretty close, and it's a shame to see stuff like this happening on such a close game.
Yeah, once again, I'm Snowblind. I'm here with Epps, and we were casting the third place game for Al10 Premier, which is the highest division in Australian TF2. Score is currently 2-0 on Badlands, but we're having a lot of server issues right now, so we're trying to get back into the game. It's still the first half, so even though the game is quite far past its scheduled time, we are still within the very first 20 minutes or so of the game, so still got a lot to do yet. Please try and bear with us while this sorts itself out.
Yeah, not really much you can do about stuff like this.
It looks like players are getting back into the server on the server info, so hopefully we should be going live again soon. What do you think Truck needs to start doing differently in these situations? Like, I know we talked about it a bit before, and I think just not being afraid of taking advantage of small things is going to be the key here. Like, I think maybe Seoul could play more aggressive when they have like a one-player advantage or something like that. Maybe that's what they're lacking at the moment because Cadius is just sniping on last, whereas maybe he would be the more aggressive scout usually.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, that one time that they won a really big situation was when Cadius went huge and got like 4 headshots, including the med with Uber. But yeah, as I said, I mean, they just need to stop being afraid and start using their advantages. Just forget that this is a big game. Forget that this is third place. Just treat it like a scrim. Treat it like it's, you know, you're just playing normally. you know, you have your advantage, you push out, player advantage, you push out, you know, stuff like that. But just forgetting the basics, stuff like that, you know, in a big game or something can really cost you.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, so it looks like we're back on an infinite server. Hopefully this should be the last time that it crashes, but I guess we never really know. Looks like most players are in the server now, so with any luck, we should be going live again relatively soon.
Yeah, it looks like we're on infinite as well, so
Is there an echo in here?
I didn't fucking hear you. My apologies again for swearing. I didn't mean to. I just do it passively, and I get caught up in the moment. Okay, I can't help it. It's a big shout out to Gamers United from the players in the server. Definitely not happy with the servers affecting their actual ability to play the game.
I mean, it's understandable frustration. Like, the server's crashed twice already, and I guess they just want to play. So that's very understandable. I think both teams have been practicing quite a bit for this match, and obviously recently, just because it's finals time. So I think everyone's keen to just play this game, get it over and done with, and enjoy the break afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
A bit of banter going on in the server right now.
It's funny, isn't it? Okay, so basically right now the players from Woo want to restart from 7 minutes onward, because that was probably the time limit that was left when the server crashed. But yeah, the truck players and the admins are also saying that a 10-minute time limit is in order, because that was when, like, you know, the last round meant absolutely nothing, since, you know, they were about even. I mean, you know, truck were pushing mid, they had Uber advantage, and yeah, there's a bit of banter going down in the server right now from players kind of.
Looks like we're going live finally. Why don't you take this rollout, Eps?
Yes, I definitely will. So I'm gonna watch Cinderella Man here. Pretty speedy rollout here, getting to the kit at 9:45, and he's gonna get out there around 9:43. So, spamming stickies over, both demos have gone normal. We're just sitting in their valley kind of passively, fake fragging the demo really early. This could turn out bad here for Truck. They've lost 2 players. They're still going aggressively though. This is a bad decision. All their players are dying. Brute has to get out alone. A bad decision there. They lost their demo. They needed to just, like, play passive and start getting out at that point, you know? Like, they couldn't do anything about that, like, after that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as soon as they lost the demo was not only the first frag, but he was really early and really far away from all the other deaths that they had. So as soon as they lost pairs, they just should have been like, well, there's almost 0 chance that we can win this rollout now. We need to get back and make sure that we don't lose Broodwood.
Yeah, and this is good by Woo. Wow, Cadius getting Cinderella Man, and the Pyro is just bouncing Colin around. But wow, Woo are still getting frags here left and right. But Brutalix went down as well, and Prime, they're just going to be able to mop up here maybe. Colin is still up. Prime just wants to go big here. He frags another... Sorry, he doesn't frag the scout, but he gets a lot of damage. He's in here alone. I don't know if that was the best decision, since Colin is left on his own, and this Uber advantage is dwindling. Brute coming up now, and only a 20% Uber advantage here to Woo's. So yeah, that Uber was a pretty good decision, I have to admit. I mean, they won the mid, they got all the players, they got pretty much everybody on TS, and they knew that Brute wouldn't be healing. So they said, okay, we'll leave one player to cap Spire, and then we'll bring, like, a pocket demo through lower. It was a smart idea. Even with the Pyro top left, I think they could have got at least 1 frag with the Uber. And then Cindy just got headshot. I mean, something that I'm sure both you and I are pretty familiar with. Losing your demo when you're pushing with Uber advantage to a sniper is the worst feeling in the world. So, I mean, good there by Cadius in fragging the demo. That completely nullified their push.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was just really good play from both teams, I guess. But losing your demo there. Okay, they're pushing it now, and wow, okay. They take too long and truck it over, so now they're just going to get cropped. They do lose, both demos are down, so Rain does a nice job of picking up Pez there. And,
yeah, Colin's really pushed up left. He's going to bait point here. All the players are coming for him. He's got a lot of time on there. But without a demo man, that wasn't the best decision. There was nobody to just trap him up when he jumped onto the point there. Like, even though the entirety of the enemy team were going to go to fight him on the point, if you don't have a demo man at lower or top left/right, who can just stick you up the point, what's the point in even trying to bait the point, you know? So, I mean, I think he thought the other team's demo man would be down. That was a good decision, but it didn't work out as a good decision. And with Brutalix coming up now with a really big Uber advantage, looks like TS are going to be pushing mid here with this Uber, and we'll just have to see how they use it.
Yeah, Truck with their first really successful retake of Spire, they have Uber advantage and they played it really well. So hopefully they can try and get some momentum back and make this game a bit more easy.
Yeah, so I'd like to see how they use this Uber. I think through house with the demo soldier is the most likely scenario, and it looks like that's what they're going to do here, just getting some spam. Wow, the soldiers from red being really aggressive. Pez tries to sticky jump, but he doesn't get anything done with the Uber, and they're kind of not being aggressive enough. They got nothing done with that Uber. Colin at 80%, so they're going to maybe even get Uber and try to recontest the mid, but no. Paulson's pretty far back here. Neither team's got any frags, but we have a pretty significant Uber advantage here, and they're probably going to look to use this as well. Paulson walking through house now, just kind of checking it, see if there's an aggressive soldier or something like that, but no, they're walking out house here, and he checks for the trap, there's nothing there, they're trying to take this for free. Truck is so far back, they don't even have to pop this Uber. Just good play there by Wu, they don't even have to pop at all. Logic should have been aggressive to try to force their Uber, but he couldn't, sorry, he's backcapping. I don't exactly agree with that decision,
yeah,
he's going to get cleaned up.
I think that was a misstep by Logic. I think he had a good chance to go for the medic there and get the force, but instead he jumped way behind. They saw him jump behind as well, and now they're going to have Uber for Spire, so this could really be bad. Truck have Uber themselves, and
Logic
wow,
gets
Logic gets the demo.
Wow, that's a pretty big frag, and now TS are going to have a later Uber. Homer gets a nice air shot. They need to be aggressive with this. They've got so much time left on the Uber, but the entirety of Truck is out. I think this is good. They just need to heal their demo man now. The scout's coming in. A nice rocket there by Paulson on the scout, but it doesn't matter. We were forced out. Homer frags Paulson. Caddy is chasing here, but gets taken down by Prime, and Fake dies to Soul there. So a really, really fast encounter there. Some really nice play. Logic just fragging the demo there when he jumped in, and yeah, they were able to take that. So Prime trying to recontest. I don't exactly agree with this decision. He's trying to take the duel, but they've already capped mid, and they're going to get forward spawners. They've got all their spawners up here, so hopefully Homer's thinking we can try to recontest, but looks like they don't. Yeah, I think he was actually a late spawner. I didn't see that he was dead there, so...
Yeah,
I mean,
when Prime pushed into mid, he just fought Homer, and I think Homer maybe whiffed a bit of rockets, and yeah, Prime just killed him, and I guess they just pushed in based on that. But yeah, I definitely think they could have fought that with the spawn advantage, because at the time, it was 5 versus 4 when they'd spawned, so...
Looks like Cadius is up sniper defending here. Don't exactly agree with playing sniper around here. I think he'd be more suited to playing back at battlements. But regardless, he's sniping pretty close to corner here. He's taking a lot of spam. Just looking for a headshot, and he's pretty far up forward. This is yeah, this is kind of Sheep-esque play, I guess, just playing this far forward as a sniper, and just trying to see if you can frag someone right when they pick their head.
Wow, really good decision by Paulson here. He goes through connector because he knows there's so many players that are forward, and he doesn't actually get a multi, and he actually goes down.
And Colin's really low as well here. Wow, Cindy able to kill Homer there as well. Wow, that's a really even Uber trade. I mean, sorry, Homer hit Colin with a really nice rocket at the end of that Uber, and he got really low, but they weren't able to actually capitalize and get a frag on him there. I think probably quite honestly due to the fact that Cadius was sniping, and an aggressive bomb here from Ray. Phone comes from house as well, and Colin gets him with the crossbow kill, so that's a player advantage on a scout, pushing Spy here to even Uber. I still wouldn't be thinking give this up completely. Homer's coming out, neither team has Uber, this is just a brawl, but there's so much time on Spire, everyone's so low, they have to get out, and they've lost Logic now, so this is definitely going to be a last defense.
Yeah, I think by the time they tried to defend, we already had so much position on the point. With a one-player disadvantage, there was just no way that they could really effectively defend. And yeah, they just got completely forced out. Rain tries to suicide in, but gets shot down, so we'll be expecting some sort of off pass, I guess. See, Soul is doing the right thing now. He's pushing bottom left. Wow, he gets a frag as well, so they should be trying to push in now. Soul's going for the scout. He might actually be able to get him. Wow, really, really nice by Soul. That's exactly what they need to do. That's perfect. It's really good aggressive scout. And now they need a scout on the point. They force the Uber. They just need to get Cadius up to the point and get some cap time before they get respawned.
Collins used his Uber pretty early. Homer's going to have a late Uber. They get one with their Uber. Homer wants to keep going aggressive with this into mid. They need their demo man there with them. So the demo's coming behind here. Oh wow, he had a trap all over the floor there. and we were able to just mop that mid up. Yes, I mean, Cinderella Man expected that the demo was going to come in at the end of the Uber. Even though Homer was aggressive, I think maybe he missed a couple of rockets onto Cinderella Man, and then Cinderella Man just popped his trap on Pez there. So, I mean, they're at Spire here. They're definitely going to get Spire, but yeah, that fight, really decisive play there, and I think Cinderella Man really won them that just by having that trap there and not getting distracted by Homer, who was pretty much right on top of his head that entire time, and just keeping his eyes on the corner and making sure that the Med and the demo could not walk in.
Alright, so I think it's worth mentioning now that there's actually less than 2 minutes left in this half now, so maybe looking at only 1 or 2 more pushes depending on what happens. No off classes from Wu at all, so probably expecting, yeah, they're going bottom left trying to kill Cadius, but he's not there and he just gets denied. So maybe expecting suicides now from Wu since they don't have any off classes. Homer's trying to peek in lobby, maybe get a free kill, and wow, Logic kills Paulson, so yeah, that's the pocket down for Wu.
They sat at bottom right there, trying to keep making plays for way too long. With the pocket down, Cadius getting really aggressive. I don't exactly agree with that. I think they could have gone into upper lobby with the pocket and then pushed with their flank or something, but Rain is looking to be aggressive, trying to just ulti duo in. They pop early. I don't exactly agree with this decision. Pez might get multied. He does have to get multied. Pez a little bit out of position there. Rain's going to die maybe at the end of the super. He's so low, 65. He's going to bait the point. Oh my god. Pez is able to frag. Also
there's a heavy
his head.
Wow, so yeah, Truck managed to defend. I think, yeah, they can't retake Spire now. They just don't have enough players alive, and Katie should get back right now. There's just nothing he can do here. They have the spawns, and you really need, like, a complete wipe and at least, like, 4 players. So they're going to try and forward hold. I don't really agree with this because there's no reason to. And wow, there's a scout aggressive on the demo. This could be really bad.
Prime guys, they've got to play this out here and only like 20 seconds left.
I think they're
looking to push with a lower. Wow, Brute is so right there. And someone's just baited the point. They're all going to go to the point here. This is just feast time for Cindy. The time runs out. Wow.
No, time doesn't run out. They actually get the round with 6 seconds left. And,
oh my god.
Wow, yeah, so 3-0 to Wu right now. They just, Truck didn't expect them to just push at all. And yeah, they were able to capitalize on that and they just pushed and won.
They had to play a disad there. I saw Cindy at lower, and he just destroyed whoever that was on the floor there. They were just hanging around for a little bit too long, and they didn't even damage Cindy. And he was able to just walk in and just go ham with stickies and absolutely destroy them while they were just standing there on the floor doing nothing. So, yeah, no, that was just, I guess, good play there. I mean, even with a player disad, they decided to push last, and they won it in the end. The Soldiers kind of baited point. But wow, yeah, 3-0 now in the lead of Wu.
We'll have a look now.
I do not believe
see if there's any stats.
Actually, yes, there were for just that game. Homer, wow, right on the top of the damage here, doing 500 DPM just for that round. That's a lot of damage output. And then right below him was the Roma for Truck. I'm sorry, the Roma for Wu, Rain, and Paulson steadily behind him. But as well as that, Homer really kind of on top of the on top of the heals received, and as well as that, Rain almost taking as much heals as Paulson. I mean, he's kind of well known for that very heal-heavy play as Roma, which is it sparks a lot of controversy because not a lot of players or teams tend to agree with that style.
I think I'm. Ooh, what's happening now? A bit of lag? No. Okay. I think I might take a page out of some of the players and go to the bathroom quickly. Maybe we can have a bit more of a chat about what's happening with the stats. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so we only have stats for the second round, but I mean, yeah, the stats they're all pretty close, and actually leading the frags here is Prime, who is 9 for 5 with 230 DPM, and then directly below him are both Cadius and Sol, both on 8 frags and around 230 to 250 DPM apiece. Sol was actually 8 for 2 that half, so pretty good by him, but I mean, in the end, it really kind of just, yeah, it didn't really matter that much. We were just able to outplay them in the situation at the end, and it cost them the round. Some nice clutch play there by just getting onto the point and winning that way. So we're going to have a new round here I mean, I'd really like to think that Truck change up what they're doing on mids, but it's going to be really difficult for them to, because I feel like, on top of the fact that their mids are kind of all over the place, there's a little bit of a DM gap, I think, and the soldiers for Wu are really kind of just getting on top of their heads, and with Cindy on the other side of the map just dealing all that damage and being completely uncontested, it is just, yeah, it's really destroying them. Looks like we are going live now, and my partner is still
No,
on the
I'm
phone.
back.
No, okay, he's
just
back.
in time. I'm back just in time, so I guess I'll take this mid. The score is currently 3-0 to Wu right now, and this is the first map Badlands, so let's see what happens this time. Looks like Sydney's doing the same thing on rollout, just playing really passive, expecting Wu to jump it, Truck to jump their side, and Logic just gets shut down, who is in so alone right now. And Rain manages to kill Brood as well, so yeah, I think Truck aggression was just not coordinated enough. They came in kind of one at a time and just got really shut down. As well as I guess Brulix wasn't defended well enough because he died to Rain's bomb as well. So I just don't think that Truck Strat are really coordinated enough on these mids, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, that was a very, like, I think that was a pretty good trap there that Hez tried to set up. Wow, Prime tried to be aggressive there, but he did it a little bit too early. He probably could have just kept it there and waited for the blue med to just climb Spire and dead it then. But in the end, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean,